Hi everyone, welcome back. I am here to do a round of all signs quick messages. These are not going to resonate with everyone, but if they resonate with you, then take the message as it finds you. We're going to go through all the signs. We'll go Aries all the way through to Pisces. There will be timestamps. Drop me a comment, like the video if it resonate with you, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I would really appreciate it. And we're just going to get into it. I'm going to go ahead and get started here. We're using the ethereal visions. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. I'd be lying about the names of these decks. I'm sorry. So let's go ahead and get started with Aries. Remember, check your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and North Node signs. This could be your energy. This could be somebody in your energy field. Vice versa if you have to. Let's go. Messages for Aries, please. Ooh. I just heard you mad, but I don't know if it's like you saying you mad or like Aries, why you mad? But somebody's upset. Somebody's upset. Oh, ooh, okay. Thank you. Okay, so I feel like somebody's upset. Somebody's bit like they're upset that they had to go through so much to get what they wanted in the end. Like they had to really battle to get to get their wish fulfillment. Somebody was like you know what? The victory is going to be really sweet here. It's like somebody had to really fight for an opportunity. You might have really had to fight for an opportunity here, Aries, but it's like, come on, you get it in the end. You get it in the end because you didn't give up. Aries, you kept that same energy, okay? And it's paying off. Okay, Aries, so if wherever you are in this journey, like if this is past, present, whatever, keep that same energy. It is going to pay off for you. You are going to be rewarded here. What else for Aries? Ooh. Hold on, I'm going to show it to you. Aries. I am Aries Venus. But come on, Aries. 6 of Wands. Big win. Huge win. Success, recognition. If you've been fighting, whatever you've been fighting for, it's like when you get it, it's like you shine in it. You shine in it and you make it pay off. You make it pay off. You scored something big here, and it's all of a sudden this could. I mean, shoot. I'm not saying you should play the number, but were you to? You might not be. You might be pleasantly surprised here. You might be pleasantly surprised, especially if things have been a hard time, I don't think that's the saying. It's been a hard time coming. It's been a long time coming, and it's been a hard road to hoe. A hard road to hoe? I don't know if that means, is that the saying? I don't know. Some of you, I don't know. Some of you could have had to do some things that, yeah. Well, some of you might have had to do some things that you didn't necessarily want to do in order to get here. Or, I mean, it's just been a battle. It's just been a battle. But come on, perseverance. And here you get to step out, take charge as the lead. Oh, look at this. All these kings coming out. You get to step out and take charge as the leader. You're making the decisions now. You're calling the shots. For some of you, this is a promotion. You're now calling the shots. But it's like now you'll never have to do. Well, I mean, yeah, I'll say it. I'll say it. I'll declare it for you. You'll never have to do anything you don't want to do again, right? You won't have to go through this energy again. This is all behind you. The hardest part is behind you. Now it's like it's all opportunity ahead of you. You are creating the future. What is that? What is the Insta meme or the Insta quote? The best way to predict the future is to create it. That's where you're at, Aries. All right. The best way to predict the future is to create it. You're creating it. If you would like to tap in for a longer message for Aries, you can join us over on Patreon. I will be putting up readings for each sign over the course of the month. So, moving right along, let's move on to Taurus. Oh, let me keep those. Let's move on to Taurus. Taurus, messages for Taurus. I should have done timestamps. I can still do it actually, because Taurus is at 6 minutes. Okay. Taurus at 6 minutes. Cool. All right, Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, Taurus, I'm getting this energy of like it's time to stop. It's time to stop. It's time to stop going back and forth as to whether or not you trust yourself, you believe in yourself, right? It's like you have this King of Pentacles in reverse. This means this is your energy. This means you're in the reverse here, Taurus. There's a level of I feel like you're just not sure if you're just not sure. What are you unsure of here? It's like you go back and forth. Like sometimes you're like, yeah, this is you, Taurus. Like strength, really confident, standing in your power. Like, quieting any fears, and commanding authority. And then other times this is you just like questioning your ability to hold it down or like to accomplish something or achieve something. You have the Knight of Swords, so you're moving past it. You're quick, like this is like fast move. You're fast moving out of this energy of like, I don't know, I'm not sure, I don't know, like into new opportunities. There's going to be something there's like a fresh energy that's being presented to you here for manifestation. Ooh, okay, yeah, for a fresh energy for manifestation that's being presented to you here with this Magician card. Aries season could be really, well, are we in Aries season? We're in Aries. Are we in Aries? I think we're, I don't even know what day it is. No, we're not yet. But Aries season is going to be really energizing for you is what I'm getting. You're going to be doing a lot of building and balancing. And so it's kind of like, this is kind of like where you get to, I think a lot of this juggling too has been because things have stayed in your head. Like the practical doing hasn't necessarily been there. But now that like now that there's like this confidence boost, I don't know, you might I don't know if it's just the energy that's boosting the confidence, or you manifest something, right? You manifest something new. You manifest a new beginning. Then you have the Three of Cups. And then you start, I think it's like you start having more fun. Things get fun. You know, they say like things are about to get interesting. I think things are about to get fun for you because it's like you stop questioning the energy and start living in it. It's like that point where you like stop being like, I'm not sure about. It's like you become sure of yourself. Thank you, King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You become really sure of yourself, really confident in your ability to like co-create and build and balance and build and balance in this energy and have fun while doing it. And it starts, and once you start believing in it, it starts to move really fast. Once you start believing in it and really stepping into the power of it, it starts going really fast. Woo! Whoa, that's way too many cards. I'm going to take this one, and it makes sense too because it's the Knight of Wands. So just be careful that like consistency is key, is what I heard here. Consistency is key. That's not usually a problem for Tauruses. Consistency is key here, though. Yeah. Oh wow, and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. Come on, it's opportunity. It's these opportunities that are going to be presented to you that are going to kind of like put you back in the upright here. Put you back in the upright where you're like you feel confident in your ability to maximize on the opportunities. For some of you, it's like you get a grant, or you get a contract or a gig or something like that. You get like you get a chance to demonstrate your ability to they said command and expand. Your ability to command and expand. Okay? You have the Six of Swords here. Yeah, and this takes you out of this energy. The reason that you were in the reverse here is because the going back and forth as to whether or not like not believing in your like that going back and forth of not believing in yourself, right, was keeping you in a state of chaos. Because it's like, how can you, it's almost like, how can you actually get any kind of traction, right? Traction, if like you can't steady the energy in the frequency in like that confident, assured vibration. And then like, and with this Knight of Swords here, you could be getting like communication or a message or something coming in. For some of you, you had to cut something out or move away from something in order to get to this in order to fully come into this power mode. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Oop, and the King of Wands came out. Yeah, this is a total shift in energy for you. Where you lacked confidence or or just, I mean, maybe it was like, maybe it's been a money thing. Maybe it's like you just didn't feel like it's something about value. I think it has less to do with actual money and more to do about like equating your value with money. You know what I'm saying? But like, as soon as you got out of that energy and like remembered who you are, quieted that noise that was trying to like take you away from your power. Listen, this Wheel of Fortune comes in and it sets you right back in the course of your destiny. You get set right back in the course of your destiny. And then you have the King of Wands here. The King of Wands, leader, confident leader. I feel like yeah. Okay. All right, Taurus. That was long. If you'd like a longer message for Tauruses, you can join us over on Patreon, where I'm going to be posting readings for each of the signs over the course of the month. So join us over there if you are so inclined. Link in the description box below. But thank you, Taurus. Okay, let's move on to Gemini. Gemini, you are at 1455. Okay, here we go. Gemini. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Gemini. Excuse me. Okay. Gemini. This is specific, but some of you might have like bought a home or are renting someplace new and it's not exactly what you imagined, or like this could be like you like it's like you rented an Airbnb and it's not what the picture what you order versus what you got is not the same. So it could be a house that you bought and it's like you're realizing that it has all these like problems that you didn't know about, or this could be like an apartment and you're like, shit, I didn't realize that the water pressure was this shitty, or I don't know, something like that. But there's something that's not matching up. Yeah. And it's like all of it. It's like, dang, things keep happening too. It feels like it's like one thing after the other. You can't win here. Ooh, what's going on? Who is it? Gemini. Take a deep breath. This is just a moment. This too shall pass, as they say. Just take one thing at a time as it comes. But it does feel like a bunch of things are happening all at one time. I'm being compelled to tell you, Gemini, that sometimes when things keep going wrong, it's asking you to like look around and consider your environment. Maybe it's like a sign from the universe that perhaps it's not the right place for you. You're not in the right place. It's like trying to like this universe trying to signal or cue you. I don't know. Yeah, it's like you're trying to decide. You're like, do I even want to stay here? Like, it's like you're like. How do I want to play it from here? What's the best thing for Gemini? You're trying to figure out what the best thing is for you to do. Like, it's like, dang, you're 6 months into a 12-month lease. Do you break it and like go like look for new horizons, or like, I don't know, something's not right here, Gemini, though. Something is not going according to plan. And it's like you have to choose here. Like, are you going to keep sitting around waiting for things to turn around? It just feels like, ooh, you might be, it's almost like you're giving your power away, your power to control. You're giving your power away to the circumstances around you, or like maybe like expecting someone that's going to come in and fix it or like help out or something like that. This could be also like, I don't know, I'm getting a very specific story about roommates. Like, for example, like you all decide you're going to rent this thing together. You get one roommate. The roommate decides that they want to move out immediately, and you're spending all this time looking for a new roommate, and you can't find somebody to take the room. And you're like, fuck, like, should we all cut bait on this thing and like go our separate ways? Is it easier to split it up or something like that? There's something that's not going according to plan, and it's like all of a sudden it's like, dude, I have to like, you're going to have to pivot. Like, you're going to have to pivot, and you're like, I don't know, but you don't know what to do. Gemini, like, I don't know what to do. Do the thing that is that's going to get your nervous system back into a regulated state. Go, like, it's time for you to like go in a different direction here, to like take a leap of faith and like leave something behind, go out on your own here with the Hermit card. You might be like, it's like if you have to decide here, like Do I want to stick it out with these three when it's like, oh, it's problem after problem? I don't know, but who's these three? It's problem after problem after problem. Or do I want to, I think you're going to choose to like take that leap in a new direction. I don't think you're going to stick around for any more of these issues. Because it's like you keep trying to come up with ideas on how to fix it and things keep going wrong, and it's like depleting your energy here, gems. Yeah, come on, the Five of Cups. You're gonna be in a world of regret if you don't take this opportunity. Take your power back. Take your power back, Gemini. Take your power back. I'm leaving it there. All right, that was Gemini. Gemini, if you'd like a longer message for you, you can join us over on Patreon. I'll be putting up readings for each of the signs over the course of the month. So please join us over there. Links in the description. But thank you so much, Gemini. Okay, let's see. We've got Gemini. Now let's do, who comes at Cancer. Cancer, you're at 2049. Cancer. Messages for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Messages for Cancer. Ooh, Cancer. Those just slid on out like that. You might be slipping out of a situation. I can't see any of the cards in front of me. I'm just, the way that they slid out of the deck like that. You might be like trying to slide your way out of a situation, ship, or a situation of some sort. Like you're trying to leave with minimal impact, but I feel like, yeah, you're I'm gonna stop pulling cards. They said stop shuffling right there. You're trying to leave with minimal impact, right? You're trying to end the situation and like have it be done, but like kind of do it quietly and come out the other side like winning. Yeah, you're trying to figure out how to do it. Trying to come up with a plan. Thinking of a master plan. Like, how am I going to get out of this? Cancer is like, how am I going to get out of this? Well, let's find out. What are these cards here? Let's see. Cancer. Yeah, you're trying to make a choice here. You're trying to decide which way to go. Trying to decide which way to go. You made a wrong turn back there somewhere, and now you're trying to decide which way to go. You don't want to invest. You don't want to invest in some sort of connection anymore. It's not growing. It's not growing, and you're just over it. Some of you might have started drinking. Some of you, and you just, yeah, you want your power and your shine back, Cancer. You want your power and your shine back. If it's not that you started drinking, you might be just like over emotional, but you know something's out of balance. You've got to make a new choice. You want to end a situation. You want to do it in the way that creates the least turmoil. So whether that's riling up somebody else's feelings, or that's like keeping yourself in some sort of like emotional balance as you go through this transition, this ending. Either way, it's like, something has to be done. Something has to change. Something has to change here. You need more order. Like, it's funny because you guys can't see the cards. I guess I could show you really quick. Okay, let me show you really quick. All right. So, like, I usually don't organize the cards, but for you, Cancer, I put all the cards in order. I put them in like nice little rows. You need more structure and more organization. And whatever that it is that you've been doing, or wherever you have found yourself, it's like it has to change. It has to change. Whoever's company you're in, this could be somebody, it could be a Gemini, could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or this is you, or Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, yeah, strong Scorpio out here. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or another water sign or something like that. But it's like, where are you giving your energy, your attention, your affection to? It's like you're like willing to start over. You're willing to. I feel like you're willing to scrap it all. You're willing to scrap it all here. If you can just get, because it's like, I feel like something might be making you a little bit. It's hardening you. That's the word that they're giving me. Like it's something like you're becoming hardened. Yeah, come on. You're becoming hardened. You're becoming used to, or like maybe a little bit numb. Thank you. You need a fresh start. Clean slate. You need a clean slate for sure. Because it's like you're losing sight of like the charm. Yeah, you're becoming a little bit cold, like becoming a little bit cold, a little bit harsh, a little bit stringent is the word that I'm getting. And it's like the Nine of Wands is still at the bottom. It's like you have the Star card and the Emperor. This is like, how powerful is this? Realizing that like, yeah, it's like, what did I say? You're losing sight of like a little bit of the charm of the world, like the way that the magic works. That the power is, that there's power in that you find power in that you get power from that. Some of you might have gotten like off of your like spiritual practices. You might not be as focused in your spiritual practices as you had been previously. For others of you might be like now being called to like engage in some sort of spiritual practice that's bringing you back into power and almost making you realize that it's like right now you got to make this decision. This ending is upon you right now. You're being stripped down. You might be being stripped down, like especially if you started something like like if you're in like some sort of like group, like I don't know, like a support group. That's too many cards. Some sort of like support group, or like getting really close with like a friend, or some sort of therapy or intimate conversations that you've been having. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You have this Devil card that flew. The Devil keeps flying on the floor in these readings. So you have this. You have this Devil card. Here. You're trying to get out of a situation that has you feeling bound, so that you can start to feel like you need your hope restored. That's what I'm getting here. You need your hope restored. Yeah, you do. And it's like you're realizing, I think you're coming to a point right now where you're realizing it's not too late for whatever it is that you like, whatever it is that you have been like maybe numbing yourself to sit in or something like that. Like you're ready to you're ready to cast it off. You're ready to throw it to the floor. And because it's like, no, you are truly taking your power back. Your powers of, your power of creation, your power of expansion, your power, like your ability to build, reconnecting with you're reconnecting with yourself, which is going to like be like, oh, make you reconsider the connections that you're making out in the world, and make some really, really critical changes right here, Cancer. You're making some really critical changes. Okay, that was long, but that was what I got for Cancers. If you want a more in-depth reading for Cancers, I'm going to be doing readings for all of the signs over on Patreon, so please join us over there if you're not already a patron. But if this is where we leave things, I love y'all. Thank you, Cancers. And now, who comes after Cancer? Leo, you guys are at 2903. Leos. Messages for Leos. Leos. Excuse me. It's so funny, Leos. I was just about to say I had to replenish, and the well came out. You need to replenish, Leos. You need to replenish. If you haven't been drinking enough water, now is the time to really focus on your water intake. Also, I'm talking to everybody about the quality of your water. Make sure that the quality of your water is up to snuff. People always be like, oh, this city has the best water. No, they don't. Period. Point blank. Figure out a different solution. Go to the spring directly if you need to, but the tap water, I don't care what city you live in, they don't have the best water. So yeah, some of you just need to replenish. You might just need to, I'm feeling like Leos, maybe you're not like, I don't know if you're not eating enough, or you're not eating like nutritious enough foods, not drinking enough water or something like that. But that, if you've been feeling some type of way, or feeling like you can't like focus or get out of your own way or something, that's the reason. That's the reason. It has something to do with some like your how you're taking care of your body. Also, it has to do with what you're consuming in terms of like what you're watching, what you're listening to, who you're listening to. If you've been like engaged in a lot of gossip, or like having a lot of like frivolous communications or something like that that's not nourishing you, then you need to, like, it's time for you to get away. I'm saying like get away from anything that's not nourishing. Either turn it off or call them back another day. But like you need to start taking, like, I think taking better care of your body and your spirit here, Leos. There's one in my lap. I'm gonna take it. Okay. You have the Four of Wands. Yeah, take care at home. Charity starts at home. Okay? Charity starts at home. You might have to, like, you might be, like, leaving some things behind, walking away from some things. Yeah, you're definitely walking away from some things that have, like, they make you tired. They're exhausting. It drains on your energy. This could definitely be, like, social media. Leo, you might be craving you just might have, like, they're calling it useless information overload, or there's something about it being like it's not doing anything for you. It's not doing anything for your spirit. It's actually like causing like some sort of like I don't know if it's dissociation. What's it called? Is it dissociation? It's like causing you to causing you more like disintegration. Yeah, like you need balance. You need peace. You need to come back. Like you need to get back. You need to get back into like this meditative mode or something like that. You definitely need like Vipsana. Is that what they call it when you take a break from all social medias or something like that? Or just whoever you've been talking to or whoever you've been dealing with, you need a break from them. You need a break from them. You need to do something that's like totally nourishing for you. The well is dry. They're showing me the empty well card in the Shaman's Dream deck. The well is dry. And like, I think you're just now realizing that. But I think it's been happening for a long time. So it's building, it built up a little bit. The well is dry. There's something about your social connections here too. I'm saying if you've been engaged in a lot of gossip or something like that, or talking back and forth about, I don't know, something like that, it's like that is depleting you. That's why you feel like you're in a place of dark. Like you're like, what is this? Like this is like the energy. Like there must be more, right? There's got to be more than this, and there is. But it's like whatever you've been doing, or however you've been, wherever you found yourself. You have 888 sitting right in front of me. 888. It's like whatever you've been engaging in is blocking your it's like blocking spiritual, it's blocking your ability to hear spiritual guidance, or like the spiritual, the voice of spirit within, something like that. So you need to take a break. You need to pull back. You need to pull back here, Leo. You definitely need to pull back here. Okay, you need to come back to yourself. Spa day, day at the beach, sitting by the water. You need all of that. You need several of those. You need 8 of them days. 8 days in a row. Just you doing you writer's retreat, something like that. This is what has to happen. You need 8 days in a row. Okay? To come back into balance and to get out of this. Like I'm feeling like it's like a little bit of like, I don't want to say desperation, but it's like, yeah, it's like a lack of like, it's not quite ennui, but it's like more like, what's the point of any of this? What's the point of any of this? It's making you question your own purpose in a way that I don't think is yours. I think you're holding on to a lot of other people's energy here, or the energy of a lot of situations that you don't need to be involved and engaged in. Okay? All right. Allow yourself to be spiritually guided out of this, but you got to get quiet enough to get to regain access to that spiritual voice. Quiet the noise. Okay, Leo, that's what I have for you. If you'd like a more extended, or not extended, but a more expanded message for Leos, you can join us over on Patreon. I'll be putting up readings for all the signs over the course of the month. But Leos, if this is where we leave things, thank you, love you. Okay, so let's go Virgo. Virgo, you guys are at 37. Virgo. Okay, Virgos. Messages for Virgo. Messages for my Virgos. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Virgos. Ooh, Justice in reverse. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, something's being made right for you. Okay, Virgos. That's good. Something's being made right. Ooh, something where you felt like you lost out. You missed out. You regretted something. You might have regretted like time spent on something because it didn't return on an investment. Well, listen, let me tell you, Virgo, it is, it's being worked out, and whatever you felt like you lost out on or missed out on, it's being returned to you. You're getting the return on it. Wow, come on, tenfold. 10 of Pentacles. Now you're getting the return on investment. 7 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. You go from the 7 to the 10. Yeah, you somehow thought that you weren't chosen. This Lover's card wasn't like you weren't chosen. You didn't get it. Like if you like applied for something, or like, wanted to like get into some sort of school program or something like that, you might have thought like you didn't get it. You didn't get in, and you were bummed about it. But no, it's just still coming into alignment. You can't see the outcome yet. You might think that you might think that the answer that you got previously was the final answer, but it's not. Virgo, it is not. So this could be something like, for example, like you thought you were going to have a second date with somebody and they never called you back or whatever, like, or whatever like that. They like in the time and like like this is so specific, but like in the 7 days that they didn't call you back, right, or they didn't hit you up, they wound up like getting this like crazy, like landing this crazy deal right? Landing this crazy deal. You have no idea what's going on in their life. But what's happening is they are putting themselves in the position to really, I don't know, something like Virgo, for somebody, you about to be shown the time of your life because you gave somebody the time and the space to do what they needed to do, and then come around to you and make it right. You just can't see it yet. So don't cry. You crying over spilled milk and it's still in the cup. Dang. You crying over spilled milk and it's still in the cup. Well, you're afraid of, like, you are doing this to yourself. Nobody even said anything like this to you. Nobody said you didn't get it. Nobody said nobody said they didn't want to talk to you anymore. Nobody said that, like, you aren't accepted. Nobody said that. And if they did say that, they doubling back with more on the table, with more to offer. Come on. 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups. Okay, you got the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. This all works out. This all works out in your favor. This all works out in your favor. So stop telling yourself. Stop telling yourself that it's like... Stop telling yourself that it's all over, like it's never gonna happen for me. It was all a dream, it was all a dream, right? No, it wasn't. It wasn't all a dream. You know the best thing that you can do for yourself? Yeah, it was all a dream here. It was not all a dream. You just can't see the outcome. The best thing that you can do for yourself right now is like take a shower, take a long shower, make some hot tea, take an extra time washing your face and doing your skincare, go for a swim. Something about you being near or in water just to stay calm. I don't know. There's something about, who am I doing, Virgo? They're saying the way you get grounded here through this energy is to get in the water. Okay? You have to get in the water. But this is all working out. It's just a little bit delayed. It's a little bit delayed. So you sitting there crying about something that's still in process. I'm telling you, it's still in process. This is still in process. Guess who wins in the end, Virgo? Virgo gets the victory. Virgo gets the award. Virgo gets the recognition. Virgo gets the second date or whatever it is. Virgo gets the family, right? It's like the second date that you thought was never going to happen turns into like this like long-term connection and commitment. Like it's kind of like that. Or like the job you thought was never going to call you back and you're like, I really need that, is never going to get it. It turns into like, you becoming like you sitting in the C-suite of this organization, right? But it's like you're thinking, no, you dropped the ball. Be careful because you don't want to, don't attract what you don't want. Don't attract what you don't want, right? Be careful not to attract what you don't want here, okay? Virgo, it's still in process. Stay in integrity with what you know your vision is. Stay in integrity with what you know your vision is. Go get in some water, Virgo. It's all being worked out. You thought. Stop. Okay, that was Virgo. I feel like I want to switch decks. I'm going to do that. Yeah. Let's just go with the mahogany. Classico. Okay, we're going to go with the mahogany. That was Virgo. We're going to do Libra. 44 for Libra. Okay. All right, my Libras. Let's get into it. Messages for Libras. Messages for Libras. I already see the Tower card at the bottom of the deck. Some of you might have to move all of a sudden. I don't know why it's coming through like that to me. But some of you might have a sudden move coming in. The Tower card's staying at the bottom of the deck. But yeah, but a sudden move leads to a brand new beginning. Look at that. Come on. Sudden ending, brand new beginning. But it's like, you weren't ready. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. You weren't ready, but you actually are. You're ready. You can navigate this, especially if it has to do with a living situation. I think you have more. Yeah, there's like things that you're not seeing. Like either you have more connections than you know about. There's like other options that you're not considering. Yeah, this could be a legal thing. Like somebody could have sold the building and now you have to move in the next like 3 months. You can do it. Or like you could be like, I don't know. Some of you, like, for some reason, some of you have to move legally. Try not to worry about this. Try not to worry too much and try to like really open yourself up to the opportunities. Think about what opportunities are there. I think you're not like, I think you're still in like a panic. I think you might still be in like a little bit of like a panic and like, oh my God, what are we going to do now type of deal. And it's like, if like, first of all, you have support, you have connections, there are people that you can reach out to for help. You're not thinking of that right now because you're still in that mode of like, I can't believe this is happening, but you have to get to, or you're being asked to get to a point where you can like imagine the possibilities beyond the collapse of whatever is ending here. Libra. Yeah, you're definitely at the end. You're at the end of something. Yeah, it's not giving to you anymore. So for some of you, this is like, I don't know, you just reached the end of the line in terms of like someone's patience might have worn out. I don't know, this is your patience or someone's patience worn out with you, but it's like the end of the line. It's the end of the line. Whatever this is, it definitely feels like it's the end of the line. And but it's a chance for you to regroup, to recenter, to like figure some things out that I think this is like the transition. If this feels like the transition between like living in survival mode and figuring out like laying out a plan that's going to get you to like thrive and like open up some new energy for you. Whatever had been giving to you or you had been giving to, that's over. It's the end of the world. There's no more patience for this situation. The kindness is worn off. Somebody might be experiencing some tough love. This is either universal tough love or someone like tough love. You know what I mean? Feels like it could be you or possibly like a Scorpio. Pentacles. Yeah, you got it's time to be responsible. Yeah, somebody's like, no, this is it. This is the end. I get like this cutoff, whether it's a cosmic cutoff or like a real world, some shit's getting cut off in your life. Like this cutoff is really like, it's forcing the transformation. Like the tower, it's forcing the transformation here. It could be dealing with the Scorpio. You could be a Libra, Scorpio, cusper, but it's forcing the transformation here into more responsibility. You got like that's it. It's like somebody's got to be more. Somebody has to be more responsible. They have to be. Yeah, they have to be. You can't. There's no sneaking around this anymore. You can't sneak around it. You can't try to like maneuver it and manipulate it to do what you want to do. The hammer is getting dropped here, Libra. I hope it's not on you, but I feel like it might be. The hammer is getting dropped here. Anything else for Libra? Yeah, man. You have the 7 of Swords and the 5 of Swords out here. It's like, it's almost like the more you do to try to like manipulate situations to stay them, the more you're realizing that you just effed yourself, or somebody's realizing they've just been effing themselves. And now it's like, now that the other shoe is dropped, it's like, well, you know, it's a choice point. You're going to try to like weave together another plot, plan, ploy, scheme, strategy to like get yourself back into the wheel, the into survival mode, or are you going to figure out how to get yourself into flow, into the energy of abundance here? Take responsibility and accountability. Someone needs to. They got to. You're not going to be able to. Somebody can't charm their way out of this. They know it too. They know it. Yeah, somebody knows they can't charm their way out of this. This is like the dark night of the soul incoming for whoever this is. Okay. All right. That was Libra. Scorpio. Scorpio, you are at 50-24 for Scorpio. Okay. Let's see, Scorpio. Messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node signs. Messages for Scorpio. Ooh, this Four of Cups. There's opportunities that are coming back around here for you, Scorpio. Yeah. Wow, Four of Cups and the Five of Cups. It's a missed opportunity. Really regret it. You really regret that missed opportunity. It's taking you a long time to sort of reconcile with yourself. Whatever this is. There's a lot of sadness and regret that's spilled out over this, but it's like, and it's also, I think it feels like it's like it's taking you a long time to reconcile this, but it feels like that, like there's a new opportunity that you've manifested, that you're manifesting as you're sort of like regaining your emotional balance. You could have been really hurt over something. But it's like the sadness here. It's like really sad over something that like you didn't even want anymore. You had outgrown in a way. You know what I mean? It wasn't satisfying to you anymore. And so once you realize that, once you come into this energy of like getting out of the sadness of the moment, or like that energy of like regret, or even like deep disappointment, like it brings you into this like you take on the work of like figuring out what you actually do want, and the kind of like seeing something for what it really was, right? Something that like you had sort of you'd outgrown anyway, something like that. You'd outgrown anyway. So your energy is coming back to you, and as your energy comes back to you, and like you could get out of this sadness, it's kind of like you get your regain composure, something like that. You start to manifest something new here. The Magician, Aries energy. You're manifesting something new here. Scorpio. Hangman. Yeah, this is like finally getting to the point where you're no longer like stalking the social media. You have the Page of Swords in reverse. So this is somebody vice versa. This is somebody either like you're like no longer checking up, trying to see what's happening. You're moving on. You're moving on like Maya. Okay? You're moving on. It's like you finally see the light. You're like, well, you got a new perspective on the situation. You have a brand new perspective on the situation, and you're ready to bring some lightness back into your life. This could be like making new connections, new friendships, but it's like you getting back on your path. You're getting back on your path. This could be after a heartbreak or some sort of there's something that was deeply disappointing here, Scorpio. Something was deeply disappointing to you, but you're getting back on your path. You're finding things to like celebrate again. And it's like you're sort of like you're daring to like expand the vision a little bit more, because I feel like when something was over ended, Scorpio, it kind of was like it had you question whether or not things were ever going to change, or if it was always going to be this way, or if it was always going to end up this way, or something like that. I don't know, something like that. But now it's like, no, you realize like that was just one situation. You know what I mean? That was just one situation. And that was that specific situation, and it's not meant to completely like, you don't have to stay in the dumps. Just because you was down in the dumps don't mean you got to stay in the dumps. You might have some friends coming into town that are going to like really like, yeah, listen, you might have some friends coming into town that are really going to sort of light up your life. It could be a Cancer, a Libra, a Taurus, something like that coming into town. You're really going to have a good time. Like, it's going to sort of get you out of like the winter. Spring is here. Come back to life. Scorpio, it's time to come back to life. You might go on a trip. You might go on a trip with friends. I don't know. You either have friends coming into town or you're going on a trip with friends, but it's like bringing you back to life. Yeah, come on. You get the Empress card with the Death card in the reverse on the other side. It's like, you gotta bring it back here. Whatever this is that ended, it's like you are like holding, like, it's time to stop holding on to it. It's like, or holding on to this. It's like you don't want to put any ointment on the sting. You just want to sit there with the sting. No, you're getting a different perspective now for sure, Scorpio. You're definitely getting a different perspective. Yeah, you're a little you're isn't that your little inspiration? Your inspiration is coming back, Scorpio. I feel like this is stressing you out, though. Why are you so stressed out about this? You definitely need a trip with the homies. You need a trip with your homies. Have a couple fancy cocktails. What you drink, Scorpio? French 75. What do you drink? Like, you need to get out of your head about this. This could be causing you headaches. You could be getting migraines because of this situation. You would have not lost it all. You're just like, oh my goodness, wow, look at this. We're going to go to the bottom of the deck. You got the Nine of Swords, right? So it's like anxiety, sleepless nights. You're losing sleep over this. It's being stressed out. It's keeping you at a point of indecision. I feel like you have headaches. I feel like you're just stressed out, and it's keeping you in like the stagnant point. Like you don't know what to do next. You feel like you've lost it all. You feel like everything that you've put in is gone. It's gone. It's heartbreak. It's disappointment. It's sadness. It's like you are now like it's time for you. Like, look, see yourself for what it is, and understand it's not you put in too much. Like, I don't know from what I can see here, there's plenty for you to be thankful and grateful for, and there are plenty of opportunities that want to come in to kind of lighten the mood. You gotta let those opportunities in. Let them lighten the mood, because friend, I feel like you're giving too much of your power to this situation. You're giving way too much of your power to this situation. Time for you to get it back. It's time for you to get it back. All right, Scorpio, that went somewhere I didn't think it was going to go, but that's the message that I have for you. Scorpio, if you want a more expanded message, a longer message, I'm doing readings for every sign over on Patreon throughout the month, so please join us over there. But if this is where we leave things, Scorps, you know I love you. And who comes next? Sagittarius. You are at 5843. Saggies. Okay. Sagittarius. Messages for Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Ooh. See the Tower lurking around for you too, Sagittarius. That's cute, Sagittarius. Okay. Somebody might try. Okay, Sagittarius. Somebody might try a little flirtation with you. This is for, like, I don't know, a little flirtation, or they might be testing the waters in some way with you. But the energy that's actually behind that little flirtation is big. Or, like, you know, that little, like, inquiry. It could just be like an inquiry. Somebody could be inquiring about your business. You might get an inquiry, and you're like, whatever, this feels like. Don't write off anything as a waste of time immediately upon first impression, or like, yeah, from your first impression. Don't write off anything immediately as a waste of time, or like to like not worth your energy, because there's a lot more energy behind whatever's being presented to you. That's what I'm getting. Hold on, Sagittarius. Yeah, you could there's something like you could be, you can have somebody like say something to you really small that like reminds you of like, oh, well, that's it. That's the end of this. It's not going to go anywhere from here because they said this thing that other people like. Maybe it's like, this could be the equivalent of like you're looking for jobs, right? And you send the follow-up email, whatever, and says here, you get an email back, and it's like, yeah, well, we're looking at other candidates, but we'll get back to you. And you're like, that's it, it's over. But like the fact that they even emailed you back, like, right, gave you that small response, there's something way bigger behind it. They're looking, they might be, but you're like writing it off. You're already writing it off, not knowing in the end, like, you're going to be very happy with whatever comes out of this situation. You're going to be extremely happy with whatever comes out of this situation, but you're like, you're getting ahead of yourself. This is what I'm going to say. You're getting ahead of yourself. Yeah, stay calm down. Calm down. Here, Sagittarius, here you go. This is your card. This is your energy. Like something is like coming to fruition. You're going to get a wish fulfillment here. It's coming into alignment. You're coming into alignment. You're just, who else was putting too much on it in a different way? Scorpio was putting too much on something, but I feel like you're putting too much on something too. You count yourself out before you even get the full, you don't even have all of the information. Thank you. You don't even have all of the information. This could be something about travel, a travel opportunity, or business abroad or something like that. I don't know why it's coming through like that. And look, you're like, never gonna happen, not gonna get it, didn't get it. And it's like, no, it's you gonna get it. You're definitely gonna get it. Stay calm. Let the information come to you before you start like talking bad about it. You about to manifest what you don't want. Yep. Sagittarius. Ace of Cups. Come on. Just you're gonna be like, well, might as well get out of here. It's like, no, where are you going, Sagittarius? There's this offer for you. Like, it's like, don't be like, I guess this is a caution. Don't be shallow, right? Don't be shallow. Like, if God is like, you can have this, thank you. This is just a metaphor. But God's like, you can get this little, little chain here. This is one you can have. And you're like, I don't even want that one. I'm not going to get a chain. I'm just going to get a chain. That doesn't mean that eventually you're not going to get the Cuban link. God's just trying to see how you respond to the little chain, how you take care of the little chain. You writing yourself off. This is like, asking somebody for something, and because like they're like, yeah, let me think about it and get back to you, like, well, fuck you then. You know, you go off of this person. They're like, well, I was just going to see if I could like do a little bit better for you, right? Or it's like the universe, you like put something out in the universe, and it's like just like a little small intention, and you're like, well, nobody bit, nobody wanted it, nobody's going to do it, nobody wanted to take me up with that offer. I didn't get this, I didn't get that, but there's something better behind it. There's something better right behind it. So don't get stuck. Don't get stuck in the waiting phase and being like, nothing's gonna happen. Like, keep moving on. Keep doing your life. And just know that the breakthrough is right. Yeah, don't just sit there and wait. Like, you got to keep moving. Keep the energy circulating, stay calm, do your things, go to the gym, do the things that you need to do, that you know you need to do, and just wait and watch. Watch how the information comes. You don't even have all of the information yet, friend. You don't have all of the information yet. Okay? Sagittarius, that's all I got. That's what I got for you. Okay. That was Saggies. Who's next? Cappies. Caps are at 1. Let's say 105.57. That might be off, but we're going to do 105.57 for Capricorn. Caps! Here we go. Messages for my Capricorns. Let me get a sippy sip. Whew. Capricorn. And this is just for Capricorn. Messages for Capricorn. I feel like Capricorn, you're in a, I'm going to call it a lull. Like, it's not like a lull. It's like a quiet phase. You're in the quiet phase. So I don't know if this is like the quiet phase of like a fundraising. In the quiet phase of fundraising, or the quiet phase of like a campaign. Maybe, I don't know. Is that a thing? Like, if you're doing some sort of capital campaign, there's a quiet phase. This is sort of like an idea generating phase, perhaps. Yeah, like you're in the quiet phase of something that you're working on, I feel like, very much. You might have too many, there might be too many options, like too many ways to go. You're trying to narrow it down, figure out how you want to play something. This feels like it has a lot to do with work. You want to figure out which direction you want to go. Which way? Somebody else got that. Or like, which of these options are even viable? You know what I mean? It's honestly, and I think you're feeling like a lot of pressure to make a decision, a lot of pressure to like take the lead on something here as well. And it's almost like the pressure is making you, it's kind of like you're not looking forward to making this choice. You're not looking forward to a choice that you have to make. And it's almost like the more you try to like get advice about it, it's like it makes it more confusing. Like a little bit of what this person said is good, and a little bit of what this person said is good, a little bit, and you're trying to like put it all together, and it's like stressing. I feel like it's stressing you out, to be honest. Capricorn. Yeah. You're going to get it. You'll get to the other side of this, though. You definitely are going to get to the other side of this. One thing Capricorn knows how to do is when the chips are down, you're going to make the best call. And you're gonna do it like in such a like a sort of gracious way, like everybody's gonna be happy in the end. You are gonna be happy in the end. It is a struggle right now, though. You're having a hard time right now. Why are you having such a hard time with this? Because I feel like you're trying. You're trying to please everybody. You're not going to please everybody. Not one of these options that you have in front of you is going to please everybody. So do the thing. You got to just do the thing that you want to do. Do the thing that you want to that you want to do. Play it how you want to play it. I think you might be trying to look like nobody has nobody's going to be able to give you a solution that's better than one that you can come up with. So I'm going to assure you of that now. No one's going to be able to give you a better solution that's going to be, and that's why you're getting so confused. It's because everybody's got an idea, but none of them are very good. Everyone's got an idea, but none of them are very good. This is yours to build. You get like it all goes in the end, but it's like once you take the reins, like once you make a decision, you got to make the decision. Everybody else is going to sit there and fight about it until you say, "Oh, never mind, y'all. I decided." And once you make the decision, it's really successful. Whatever you decide, like it's very successful. Everybody else is like out there. It's like twiddling their thumbs because they thank you, because they don't have the burden of actually making the final decision. They also don't have the imperative to come up with ideas that are really executable. They're just coming up with like, I don't know where you're getting these ideas from, or who you're talking to, or who you're looking to for this advice or whatever, who you're trying to please in this situation. But you're not going to please these people because they're not looking at the big picture. They're not looking at the full picture here. And you're stressing yourself out trying to please people who like are sort of that are limited. They're going to be so happy when you just do what you're going to do. Yeah, they're going to be so happy when you just do what you do. And it's going to be like, I feel like what you want to do is kind of explosive. What the way you want to do it is like, oh, we never did it like that before. Never been done like that before. Just tell him to sit down, let you do what you do, and watch you make the magic and like turn this thing upside down in his head. This is kind of like you might be revolutionizing a process, or like you might have the idea that you want that a process needs to be revolutionized, and everybody wants to like bind you to these like antiquated and expired options that are just like, you're just like, that is dry. Like it's like dry. You're like, that is dry, and you're trying to like breathe life into something, and you're just like, and everybody's like, oh, that's really radical. They might think that the way that you want to do things is radical, Capricorn. I don't think it's radical. I don't think it's radical. I think it might be expensive. I think the way that you want to do things might cost a little bit more money, and I think that might be like the real issue. The way that you want to do things might cost a little bit more money, but maybe this is a matter of you being like, okay, look, I know that this whole thing is going to cost a little bit of money. Here's what the budget is. Here's what my proposed budget is for it, and then like come up with a couple of schemas. Like if the return here in the first phase, the quiet phase is this, then we can move in this direction. But if it's like between this and this, then we can move in this direction. Like come up with different phases from it so that you can get like the financial backing that you need in order to be successful in this. Like you're not going to be able to revolutionize it without some support. But I feel like you are going to get the support here. You are going to get the support that you need to bring whatever this thing is into fruition. It's like, but you're going to have to convince some people that there are some things that are like, I'm getting counterproductive or counter vision, counter mission. You're trying to breathe new life into it, and you're going to do it. Yeah, look, some things are over, they're old, they're dead, they're gone, they need to be revolutionized. And you're the one to do it, Capricorn. Okay. Capricorn, if you want a more expanded, longer reading, I'm doing readings for every sign over on Patreon, so you can join us over there. Link in the description box. Love you, Capricorn. And let's move on to my gang, Aquarius. Aquarius, you are at 114.56. Aquarius. Okay, gang. How y'all doing? How was y'all's birthday? I know it's like March now, and I'm still still riding high. Sorry, Pisces. Okay. Aquarius. Messages for Aquarius. Messages for Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. Moving away from a sadness or something that made you sad. Something, someone, someplace made you sad, disappointed you. It was real disappointment. Real sad. You're moving away from it though. It feels like there's like, well, let's just see. Yeah, it feels like there's not a lot. I feel like there's not a lot of remorse, because you know where you're moving to or moving on to is really good here. You have the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Ten of Cups. You might have been really sad about something in the past, but it's like now that you're moving on, or like you're moving into this really like harmonious, flowing, reciprocal energy, and like moving into it really quickly here. It's like it's a 180. Things are changing all of a sudden, and it's like, if you're being honest, you're like, it's like you're okay leaving something behind. It's like you're like you've thought about it. You've like, yeah, it's almost like you've come to terms with the fact that it's time to move on from something. And so as soon as you come to terms with it, it's like full speed ahead. Full speed ahead in the different direction. Whoa, the Seven of Swords wanted to come out. Full speed ahead in who is the Seven of Swords? Ooh, full speed ahead in a different direction, and what you're moving toward is like something that feels very, it feels very soft. I don't know, the word soft is coming in. It feels very soft. Heartwarming is what I'm getting. Another word that I'm getting, something that's very heartwarming. I don't know if somebody lied to you, or you, I don't know. The Justice card, the Seven of Swords. I don't know if there was like a, I don't know, somebody might have tried to lie to you to keep you from moving in the direction that you were moving into, to kind of keep you stuck, slow you down. Thank you. Somebody tried to slow you down, Aquarius. Somebody tried to slow you down, but it's like boundaries. It's like once you made up your mind was made up. I got my mind made up. How's this? Aquarius, you got your mind made up. It's like there's no swaying you at this point. It's like you're looking at, yeah, it's like, nah, you're at peace. You're at peace with whatever you're leaving behind. Even if as it was very painful, as it was very difficult, as it kept you, it kept you feeling like almost like the universe wasn't on your side. Like nobody was on your side, almost in a way. I don't know, Aquarius, but it's like as you've decided, like, oh no, moving on from that energy, taking my power back, like it's almost like you can't even hear it anymore. You can't even hear it anymore. You can't see it. You can't hear it. You can't see it and you can't hear it. You're at peace with it. This is really good. This is really good for you. What else for Aquarius? Yeah, you're at peace with it. And then here's what comes in. You have the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the 10 of Cups. This is where you're headed to, Aquarius. This is the type of like love and fulfillment and like blessings and harmony and bliss and the having it your way that you are headed toward. And so it feels like you may have had to put boundaries up against someone who, I don't know why I'm getting, they were willing to say anything to keep you from going on your way. They were willing to say anything, do anything to keep you stuck, to keep you waiting, to keep you but there was never anything that was going to sort of manifest out of that situation. It was like it's like waiting in vain. Thank you. Waiting in vain. And instead of doing that, it's like you flipped it on its head and like reminded yourself of everything that you bring to the table, everything that you have to offer, everything, all the resources that you have at your disposal. And you're like, let me take all this and put this in this boat. Let me put this in this boat. Reconcile all this pain, all this hurt. Gather my things, put them in the boat, and head on. And as soon as you did that, you opened up a channel to all of this beauty, all of this beautiful, beautiful cups energy. Okay? Yeah. Turn the devil on its head. Whatever that was keeping you bound, keeping you in emotional chaos, you turn that over. You turn that over and you said, nah. Not me. Not Aquarius. Not Aquarius. I saw the Queen of Pentacles. You remember who you are? Yes, you did. You remembered who you are. Yeah, and you got yourself out of this, this victim mode. You're not a victim of this situation of the past anymore. You don't want to be a victim of the situation of the past anymore. You're done. You're over it. Okay? Moving on. Okay, Aquarius. Now, that was you. I hope that resonated. If you want a longer message just for Aquarius, you can join us over on Patreon. I'll be putting up readings for every sign over there all throughout this month. So please come check us out over there. And let's move on. Now we got Pisces. Pisces, you are at 122.34. Pisces. All right, Pisces, last but not least, messages for my Pisces, please. Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Messages for Pisces, please. I saw 1, 2, 3 when I looked up at the clock. So you are in progress. It's in progress. You are progressing. You're moving. You're pacing nicely. That's what they said. You're pacing nicely. So if you think like it's not happening fast enough, it's not going fast, you're pacing really nicely. The universe wants you to know that you're at exactly the pace that you need to be at. Like you're at the right point for the timing. I don't know what that means. But you're pacing nicely. I don't know if maybe you're a runner. Maybe you're training for a marathon or something. You're pacing nicely, whatever it is, Pisces, okay? The Emperor. Maybe you're building a business. Thank you. You might be building a business and you might be like, wow, that first year was really tough. Thank you. Yeah, that first year was really tough. But it's still a baby. Like the whatever it is that you are building is still in its infancy. You might have got dealt a lot of lessons. you might have got dealt a lot of lessons, but those lessons were sent so that you can build your discernment. So don't let it take you down. Like, don't let it be like, well, I'm not meant to be a CEO, or I'm not meant to be, like, this could also be you had a hard time with your kid, like you're having a hard time with your children, and be like, dang, I'm a bad parent, or like, you know what I mean? It's something like that. Like, don't let something knock you down, knock you around. It's like there's like there's a new day. Like you're not out of the game yet. It's like, just because you have you're having like a tough moment in parenting doesn't mean that you're a bad parent. Like, your kid is 7. You know, or 9 or something like that, you know what I mean, or 3, you know what I mean. You got lots of time and lots of mistakes to make and lots of wins to achieve. So this is like, just, you're being asked to like sort of allow these experiences that perhaps maybe have been like a little bit of a series of hard knocks, some confidence. It's like maybe you know, it's just like you didn't have the type of success right out the gate that you thought you were going to have. That doesn't mean you're never going to have success. That just means that you're learning how to make smart choices, and you're learning some of the lessons that needed to. Ooh, wow. Yeah, you might have fumbled. I just dropped so many cards. You might have like Pisces. You might have just like feel like you bumbled a couple things, or you know what I mean. Like, you're like, dang. When you're looking back at it, you're like, dang. That was a tricky move that I probably could skip. You know what I mean? There's something like that, and like, it's like, no, that was a tricky move. You made it a risky move. You took it, and it didn't pay off, but you learned a lesson. Like, when you do this, like, maybe you had to like pivot really quickly, and you didn't do it. You know what I mean, Pisces? You're learning. You're growing. The fact of the matter is, like, the Page of Pentacles is in the upright, so that means it's still growing. There's still potential there. You know? You're being too hard on yourself. You might have also like made like a. You might have also like made a bad deal. I'm getting made a bad deal. Something was too good to be true. It was too good to be true. You could have made a bad deal, or like, I don't know if it's you did something that you wouldn't, if you had to do it over again, you wouldn't do it over again that way. You're not happy with yourself. And it's like, you know what, Pisces? It's okay. This happens to all of us, but there's more opportunities, right? There's going to be more opportunities. It doesn't mean like, it just means like maybe your vision or your mission like shifts a little bit based on what you know now. You know what I mean? For some of you, you could have made like, I don't know, this is very specific, but you might have done something or said something when you were drinking that you didn't mean to do. Some of you just made like a bad deal. You made a bad business deal, and it wound up costing you a lot of money. Yeah, that's the truth. You got the 3 of Cups, the 10 of Swords in the reverse, the 10 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. What's under that? And the 6 of Wands. It gets recovered. This gets recovered. That's what I'm saying. It's like, now you know. Now you know you don't mess with that person, or now you know what I mean, or now you know like that's not the kind of deal that you need, that your market doesn't respond to such a thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, now you know, or now you know that like you gotta like keep a better eye on what your kids are watching, or like you can't give them everything that they want, or you know what I mean, or like you have to like be a little bit less accommodating or something. I don't know, something like that. It's like, you're not happy with yourself, but it's like you're learning. And so you should be very happy with yourself, right? You know what I mean? You should be extremely happy with yourself that you're learning, instead of like being like, dang it, and like putting up all this resistance against the lesson and being like, well, that's it, it's over, like wrap it up, then tie it, but like I'm not gonna work like this, it's over for me, I've ruined it, blah blah. No. That's gonna keep you stuck. That's gonna be a major setback if you can't shift this mindset. It will be a major setback for you. When really, this is kind of like like pulling back so that you can like get like a clear view of all the other things. And so when you reconfigure is what I'm getting. When you reconfigure and like take stock of the lessons, the trash truck is here. Throw away what needs to be thrown away. So sorry for the noise. It should only be but a minute. but like throw away what needs to be thrown away here and like regroup, just reconfigure. There's no need. This is not a competition. Thank you. You're pacing really well for where you're at. You're talking yourself out of things that like are not over yet. Yeah, you're pacing really well, and things are going to start moving a lot faster. You're going to be really happy that you had these lessons now, that you're getting these lessons now, so that when things do start propelling forward more quickly, that you're able to make the pivots when you need to make the pivots, or see the points where you need to make the pivots, right? The Magician card here. Get back into the energy of co-creation. It's like you like a couple hard knocks and you lost all your gusto. Come on, Pisces. You know better. My stomach is growling. You're hungrier than that. You're hungrier than that. Right? Ain't you? Ain't you, Pisces? All right. I think... Yeah, let's do... yeah, that's what I got for Pisces. Pisces, if you want a more extended, expanded, longer reading, I'm doing readings for all the signs over on Patreon this month. So, yeah, join us over there. But if this is where we leave things, I love you so much, Pisces. I'm going to do one for the collective, like just a quickie for the collective. Messages for the collective. Anything want to come through for the collective? And then we'll go eat. I'm hungry. Ooh, collective. That card wants to come out, okay? Ooh, Magician, okay. Thank you. All right, we're just going to take those four. Eight of Pentacles. A lot of you are coming into a time where you're going to be really happy with the work that you do. It's like you're no longer feeling like you're not moving forward. You might break through some sort of glass ceiling or some sort of like wall or a perceived wall here soon. You might be breaking through some sort of perceived wall. Your hard work is about to be paying off, and it's like it's hard work, but it's happy work is what I'm getting here too. It's like especially if you found this energy where you're like where you're like, okay, I'm going to just commit myself to the things that feel good. Like, I'm going to commit myself to working on things that feel good. Like, that's actually working out for you here. That's working out for you. And it's helping you to like really take stock of the tools that you have so that you can grow, like you can grow the happiness, grow in happiness. Wow. And then the Two of Swords came out. The Two of Swords really wants to be talked about. There's like you're getting like working your way out of stagnancy. This is like, thank you. This is like if you've been driving, say you've been like driving DoorDash, or Lyft or whatever, and you've been doing that for a few months or whatever, and the whole reason that you started doing it is so that you could like make more time to write or sculpt or sing or code or whatever, right? Like, or like do stylist gigs or beautician, braid hair, whatever it is that you wanted to make more time. So you're like, oh, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do Lyft, and then I'm going to have more time for doing this. And you find yourself at this point where you're like, all I'm doing is Lyft. I'm just doing Lyft. And you make a decision like, okay, I'm taking one day off from doing Lyft or whatever. No, like y'all do what, a gig. I'm taking one day off from that, and I'm going to invest it in the thing that really makes me happy. I'm going to just write all day, or I'm just going to sing all day, or you know what I mean? I'm going to like book a studio session for that day, and that's the day I'm just going to sing all day, or I'm going to sculpt all day, paint all day, whatever it is, film all day, whatever it is that you're going to do, like make content all day, whatever it is that you're going to do, right? And it's like, as soon as you do that, you take that one day, you get a win. You get a win here. You get a win, and you're like, oh, okay, cool, that worked. wow, and then it builds into more wins, right? And then you keep expanding on it, expanding on it, expanding on it. That allows you to take an extra day off the next week. That allows you to take an extra day off the next week. You know what I'm saying? This is the energy that we're in now as a collective. It's like almost like, I don't know why to say that. You've seen enough of you've seen enough of the illusion to know that your happiness, your joy, your expansion doesn't lie within it. And so you're at a point now where you are ready and willing to do what it takes to sort of like navigate your way around it, because there is no way through it. Yeah, you're navigating your way around it. Wheel of Fortune here, getting aligned with your true destiny, setting yourself on right course, making space for right course even as well. Here, collective, that's what's happening. Yeah, that's what's happening. You're not gonna sit in disappointment. Like, you're not gonna just have a disappointing experience anymore. It's like you're figuring out, like, you just gotta make a day. You just gotta make an hour. You just gotta give yourself 2 additional hours for it. Whether that means you gotta get up earlier, or it means like you just don't do it and see what happens, right? And I think even just the freedom that it affords you is liberating. It feels like a victory. You lean into it, and you lean into it, and you lean into it, and it creates this massively expansive abundance for you. Or at least like a lot of happiness, which is like the wealth that we all deserve and desire, you know? All right, everyone. Those are the messages that I have for you. Like I said, join us on Patreon. You can book a personal reading, all those things. And I'll be back before you know it. Please know I'm sending you so much love, so much peace, and so many blessings. See you soon. Bye.